guys, let's talk about having a business versus a hobby. So many people ask me this question, and there's a lot of misunderstanding around it. So I want you to understand that first and foremost, there is a myth out there that says that you can't have a business and claim a deduction on that business for more than 3 out of 5 years, or you can't claim losses on that business for more than 3 out of 5 years. When you think about that, most businesses, at least for the first 3 to 5 years, are actually going into debt to grow their business. And Amazon actually claimed losses on paper for over 20 years. And last year they made $11.2 billion and paid $0 in taxes. And the reason why is because they had access to take advantage of these tax deductions. So the presumption of profit is what the IRS considers attempting to earn an income. So if you are in business attempting to earn an income and your intent of starting that business and working that business is to make a profit, then you're good. So if you have a profit for 3 out of 5 years, it is presumed by the IRS that you're in business to make a profit. Now, if you do not have a profit for 3 out of 5 years, then you would just need to prove to the IRS that you are truly attempting to earn an income and that you're not treating this business as a hobby. So there's a couple, how do we determine what presumption of profit is? What does that even mean? It means that, one, the circumstances are kind of individualized. So different industries, the way that they earn profit are completely different. So me as an accountant, if I open up an office, actually I ran my office out of my home for the last 10 years and then relocated into an actual office facility or a business building, but I was attempting to earn income. I had tax software. I was, marketing to clients. I was on social media. Now, if you're in network marketing, a lot of the things that you do are just opening your mouth and sharing with people what you're doing, whether that be through social media, whether that be through texting them, whether, you're messaging them on social media, or you're calling them. So that is telling, the IRS that you are truly attempting to earn an income. So the objective, the reason why you got in business has got to be a profit. That's why I say you have to have the intent. So you can't just join a company or open up a business and say, well, I just need a tax deduction. That's not going to work for you. What you have to show is that you do truly intend to earn an income. And you have to make the honest attempt to earn an income. So, you can't just sign up and say, well, you know what? I'm in this business and start taking tax deductions. You have to show that you are honestly trying to make money. Now, if you are in network marketing, just like I said, and you send an email, to your upline, one of the things that you can do, like when you first start, send an email to your upline and say, hey, I'd love to have as much training as I possibly can. I want to make money off of this company. So that is telling them that you are in this business. That's telling the IRS you're in business to earn a profit instead of in business to get tax deductions. Now, another thing that you can do in network marketing, which is sharing with the IRS that you're attempting, is going to continuing education events. Going to continuing education events will not only allow you to be around the right people, but it's also going to allow you a tax deduction as well, but it's also going to tell the IRS, hey, they're trying to learn more about this company so that they can grow that company. So a couple just kind of deciding factors. I'm not going to tell you that you need all of these. I just want to share with you, these are typical like brick and mortar businesses and what they're doing. Some of them may be redundant as far as your business is concerned, but these are some things that are very helpful. And the more of these that you have, the better off that you would ever be if you were ever questioned whether you're in business to have a business or whether you were in business for a hobby. Having a business plan is great. And, it could be super simple. You can download any sort of business plan off the internet and you could write out, what you expect, what your goals are in business, what you want to make in your business and to move forward. And that is a true business plan. So your projected income, kind of your projected expenses, your budget that you would have, and then also a market analysis. So you don't really have to go into detail on this, guys, if you're not in brick and mortar. And I will tell you, in the beginning, I didn't have a business plan. So it's not crucial, but it's definitely beneficial. One, it will help you build your business along the way, but two, it also helps in an audit. Second thing, and this is very important, you need to watch your mouth. You should never tell anyone that your goal is to just receive tax savings. Your goal should be always to make money, and what you say can and will be held against you. So along the way, I just want to make sure you understand that, guys. Like, I'm not giving you information to cheat the government. What I'm trying to do is give you information to legally, morally, and ethically keep more of your money. And so if you tell someone that you're in business just to receive tax savings, then you're not in business to make money. So I want you to understand that it's very crucial that you don't share that with someone. Now, you need to treat your business like a business. You need to put forth the effort. And if you are in network marketing, it is typically 3 to 5 days a week for 45 minutes a day. If you're a traditional business owner, you know, it could be part-time, it could be full-time. You just need to do on a regular basis, be spending time building your business. Keeping good records is great, and that's one of the things that we need to make sure, and I think we've already gone into detail on that, is that you've got to keep good records. A couple tips that I want to share is that it's great to separate your company from your personal. So if you can do that at all possible, it's great. Get a separate bank account. You know, most people can't start off and get a separate credit card in their business name. That's perfectly fine. But if you have a credit card that you could use for business purposes and one for personal, that would be so much easier, especially when you're dealing with the bookkeeping side of things. So keeping those separate is great. Being able to provide an income statement and a balance sheet are great. And then having an annual review of your company, being able to, like, even having a tax strategy session of your company and where you're going in business is telling the IRS that you're attempting to earn an income. And having business expenses. If you don't have an income and don't have any business expenses, then how are you truly trying to grow a business? So, you know, one of the things that I tell people all the time, it's like I do tax strategy sessions, and I'm looking at their Schedule C or their corporate tax return, and there are legitimate business expenses that should be written off per an industry, and they don't have those expenses. And so I then question that and say, you know what, how in the world are you a networker or a marketer and you have no advertising cost, you have no cell phone, you have no internet, you have no car and truck expenses? So how are you actually marketing to someone if you don't have these expenses? And those are legitimate questions, and I want to make sure you understand those. You want to run your business like a profitable business. So what other similar businesses are doing? And that great thing, if you are in network marketing, follow what your upline's doing that's making money. Just do what they do so that you can, in turn, show that you're running your business the way you're supposed to. Your business plan's great. We already talked about that. Advertising your business, whether that be on social media for free, whether that be, you know, through paper, print ads, whether that be through other marketing efforts, just advertising that you're in business, going to a networking event, you know, all those things are telling the IRS that you're in business. Having business credit cards, one, that's great, but most people, when they first start, that's not even possible because you have to build up your credit. Maintaining a contact list, man, this is crucial, having some sort of contact list for you, because that's telling the IRS that you are, here's the list of people I'm reaching out to, you know, and here's what they've said. So there's some really good CRMs out there. If you're in the network marketing space, Teamzy and Contact Mapping are two of the greatest CRMs that I've been able to be involved in, and both do a really, really good job of keeping track of your contacts, and you can provide that data if you ever needed to. Using promotional literature, you know, buying tools from your company to help you promote your business. I have a book called More Relaxing, Less Taxing. So I use this book and I promote that. And sometimes I give these books out to people, but I'm advertising. So that's promotional literature. And then various other marketing strategies. So guys, the thing is that the more of these you use, the better. And obviously, if you use more of these, your business is going to grow massively. And then, so the next deciding factor, of presuming to make a profit is prior experience. Do you have any prior experience in this industry? If you're in network marketing, the great thing is you don't have to have any prior experience. If you're a landscaper and you just got started yesterday, you have no prior experience, that's perfectly fine. If you have any sort of extensive study, and that's where I'm talking about that continuing education, going to company events, learning about the product, having that extensive study actually helps you in the long run, not only to grow your business, but also in the event if you were to ever get audited. So any sort of training programs, seminars, and meetings, all of those are tax deductible. Those are definitely deciding factors of the fact that you are attempting to earn an income. Another is investigating. So actually thoroughly investigating similar businesses prior to starting your new venture. That tells the IRS that you are out to earn a profit. So, you can research other companies, you can research other industries that you're involved in. And then the next thing is consulting experts. So speaking to accountants, speaking to successful people that are, in those same industries to see if they're making money and to be a part of what they're doing. And one of the things that I love about the network marketing industry, and it's also maybe a downside, is that anyone can join. And so, you may run into someone who's not the best leader, and you want to make sure that you are following leaders in your company so that you can grow at a massive scale. And so you're going to be talking to successful people instead of people that just signed up in the company, maybe to get their product for free, or, maybe just take advantage of some tax savings along the way. And then, but at the end of the day, you want to be working with successful people. One of the other deciding factors is the time, and I just shared as far as putting forth the time and the effort. The more you do, the better. But if you're in the network marketing space, it's 3 to 5 days a week for 45 minutes a day doing daily business building activities. So talking to people, sharing your story, sharing what you're doing, and trying to grow your business. Now, I want you to watch excessive expenses. Now, one of the things I want you to understand from that is if you're losing money constantly, you want to make sure that the social element of your business is kind of limited as far as expenses go. And the reason why is because if you are not making a lot of money, then the IRS is going to say, well, why in the world did they have all these expenses? And could kind of come in and question that. And I want you to understand that if you guys are really, really attempting to earn an income and you're talking to people and sharing, you're going to eventually make money. Now, you may not make money after expenses, but you're going to make money. And so as long as you're making money, you're okay. But if you're continuously and consistently taking deductions and making nothing, then there's definitely a question there. So I want to make sure that you are truly attempting to earn an income. Now, history. If you consult experts, which we've already talked about, doing an annual review, like a tax strategy review or a bookkeeping review, that can actually tell the IRS, yes, I'm attempting to earn an income here. And then again, we talked about some documentation earlier on, but the documentation that you can keep training materials, you can keep your, where you've consulted experts, marketing activities that you've done, your business intent. So, business-like manner. So what you're doing is that you're showing them that you're attempting to earn income. And yearly financial statements really help. Guys, I want you to understand, I'm not in any way trying to scare you into thinking you have to have all of these things and that you need to be able to share this with the IRS. What I'm just saying is that every little bit helps along the way. As far as being audited, your chances are very unlikely, but I just want to make sure you're prepared if that day ever comes. Now, continuously having a zero gross income is going to force you to be treated as a hobby. So focus on making some money. I mean, whether it's $100, $1,000, $10,000. And remember that the more that you attempt to earn an income, along the way, the more tax deductions that you're going to be capable of taking advantage of. So if you're going out to eat and having a conversation with someone about your business, then that's a tax deduction. You're off 50% of your meal. If you're going to a continuing education event to learn more about your business, then that's more travel, that's more continuing education, that's more, Uber and Lyft drivers. So all of those are tax deductions that you can take advantage of. And so at the end of the day, it's beneficial for you to work on making more money so that you can have more tax deductions along the way and be able to keep more of your hard-earned money so that you can have a more relaxing and less taxing life.